And I'm live. Hello, my boos, my loves, my friends, my family. I hope you guys can hear me. Evidently, I came on the day that they are mowing the lawn here. Yeah, not like I could have planned that. So, as you guys know, I am doing my Halloween special. Got my sunglasses in the car, so I swear I'm not giving you a dirty look. Let me see if I can find some shade. So, as you guys know, I'm doing my Halloween special. I am going to be going up and down New England, bringing you hidden gems, bringing you well known locations. Every day is going to have a new location, a minimum of at least one that I am going to bring to you live. So, you guys get to experience this firsthand. I'm going to be honest, where I'm at today, I didn't even know existed. So, this is kind of a treat for me. I've been reading up on the history of this location. Bear with me, I gotta plug my phone in. My phone is dying. Alright, there we go. So, this is the thing that I'm loving. There's so much history here in New England. I mean, hello, the start of America. I am walking it right now. This is amazing, and the fact that I get to bring this to you guys live, unreal. So, right now, I'm in the quaint New England town in Connecticut of Newton. And this gem was handed to me last night by a good friend. So, massive shout out to Mike Cronin for helping me out with this one. This place is enormous. I'm seriously I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to bring this all to you. Yeah. The This place is on, and I don't know if it's the same footage that the town is using now, but I'm at Fairfield Hills State Hospital, which was a psychiatric hospital. It was actually opened in 1931, you guys. Now, a lot of the buildings, the town of Newton bought this in 2004, if memory is serving correctly. So in 2004, the town bought it. They've repurposed as many of the buildings as they could. Now, there are still buildings that are sitting here abandoned and unused, but the public does not have access to them. It was built on 770 acres. So, yeah, I'm actually standing. Hey, Jackie, how are you, gorgeous? I'm actually standing in front of one of the buildings right now, looking across the street at one. Across the street from that one, yes, there's another street dividing more buildings, is another one. I guess the best way I can describe it, I'm on a huge campus like Pennhurst right now. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to bring you guys these buildings. But I guess we're just going to do a lot of walking. And I'm going to get some steps in today, which is great because I'm not going to lie. The people, and there's Sam, what is up, my sis? So, the people that I was at Hinsdale with, girl, they knew, you guys, they knew how to throw down when it came to cooking. I got my fat kid on, so I need to get these steps in. By the way, I am doing my shout out, as you guys, hopefully you guys remember this. I told you guys I am bringing all the gear that I've been buying, all the merch I've been purchasing over the past few months. You guys know I do shout out Fridays. I decided I'm stepping the game up. So in honor of this trip, every day I am going to be wearing a new shirt representing a team, a location, merchandise, a person. I'm bringing you guys along with me on my journey. And today I have got Bump in the Night Society coming along for the ride. They are freaking amazing. Go give them a like, give them a follow. Some of my absolute favorite people on earth. Plus, they did this amazing investigation at the Monroe Mystery House this weekend. And they tag teamed up with Old World Paranormal Society. And it's amazing. You should see the TikToks. Jen did phenomenal on these TikToks, you guys. I'm going to flip my camera around and show you what I'm standing in front of, though. Oh, well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. All right, let's get this camera flipped. We're going to start walking, you guys. And I'm going to try to give you as much history as I can on this location. I want to say these because it's so many buildings. Okay. So this is the bad boy I'm in front of right now. Now, mind you, the city has bought it. So, like, they've turned some of the buildings and they've also built new buildings. So you'll see one of the city offices are over here. There's some over there. Some of these older buildings have even been repurposed. But, like, this is a building that you have no access to, public can't get into. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then right across, I wish they had placards on these buildings, though. There's so many that are out here. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember the names of all of them. I do believe, I think that one is Kent. I was just reading that one before I started my live. Doesn't it, Jeff? Like, oh my God, could you imagine if we put an EM pump in one of these bad boys? What would happen? Okay, totally jaywalking. But look at this wing. Now, this hospital was known for doing psychosurgery, hydrotherapy, hydroshock, frontal lobotomies. So this is the front of this one. It's actually comparable to the descriptions that I was reading on this to a British estate. Let's keep going, because there's another building up here on the corner. You can see there's one right there. Like I told you guys, we're going to get our steps in today. So this was opened in 1931 as a psychiatric hospital, and it was bursting at the seams with 4,000 patients when it was in its prime. It was shut down in 1995. It was built on 770 acres. Now, there have been new buildings, such as this one over here. That's a new one that's been built. But all of the town's municipal offices are now located over here. Now, when I was reading up on the hauntings, people are going into these buildings. And it reminds me of Fairfield County Infirmary, because I remember when the infirmary was used for the health offices. I actually had to go in there when my oldest was a baby. Trying to keep people off camera to be respectful. And license plates. Now, when I went to Fairfield County, I had a lot of stuff happen to me when I was in there for the visits with my oldest, when he was an infant. So it doesn't surprise me to hear that these buildings are being repurposed for offices, and people are reporting crying, screaming. There's reports of people seeing apparitions, a lot of ghostly figures in the windows. This actually sat abandoned. I believe it was bought in 2004. 2009, they actually started sealing all of the tunnels. So you can't get into any of the tunnels that are here anymore. But oh my God, Jeff, could you imagine if we got in here to investigate? And there's Clayton. Hi, Clayton. How are you? I wish, like I said, I wish they had plaques on these buildings, though, so you would know what you're walking around. For somebody who isn't from the area like myself, would know what they're looking at. The senior center is actually right behind, and that's a new building. There's another new building up there. I know one of the buildings that was used as the mess hall has actually been converted and it is being used, from what I read. Alright. You guys, there's a lot. So bear with me as we bounce from building to building. Now, this one here was one of the housing units, from what I read. If I remember correctly. I'm going off of what the building looks like, so I might have it wrong, and I apologize if I do. Look, this just keeps going back. This one's long. My cross. Yeah. Today I am in Newton, Connecticut, and we are at Fairfield Hills State Hospital, which was a psychiatric hospital. And it seems like a lot of these places all shut down around the same time. But if you guys have noticed, hospitals and asylums, sanatoriums, these are my jam. This is where I believe the activity is prevalent. I fully believe that spirits that still roam, I believe that there's still a lot of spirits that inhabit places like this due to the inhumane treatment that they suffered, due to the fact that they were forgotten, they were mistreated. Holy cow, there's more over here. You guys, this complex just keeps freaking going. Look at this big one right here. Now the city built this, or they bought it. They've actually put walking paths all around. So it reminds me very much of like Molly Stark Sanatorium in Louisville, Ohio, that I highlighted on Sunday, the day after I was at MadCon. Does this fence go all? Yep, it goes all the way around. So there's no public admittance to these buildings. And with me being live, there's no way I would even try. Nor do I suggest anybody else do that, especially with this being the county, the cities owning it. All right, let's go up this way. But you can see like they've built like park areas. There's actually like by where I parked all the way that way. And there's now a soccer field that they've got up next to one of the buildings. But I really wish that they had placards so you would know like what building you're looking at. Now I'm purposefully taking my time on this one because you guys pay attention to the windows. I've had a lot of people say, oh, but stuff only comes out at night. Why do you go do these places in the day? They don't know if it's day or night. And if they want to make themselves known, they will. Now I'm going to get as close as I can to this one. This one's beautiful. All the glass is broken out of like there. And they've got a screen across it. I mean, I can understand why they've got a lot of these off limits. There's a lot of structural damage. You can see where vandals have gone in and just... Seriously, why do people freaking break out all the windows? What in the hell is the point with that, you guys? Yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Jeff? Alright, I normally don't show people, but I'm going to show you guys these people because they've been following me. Now, if there is any place that you guys want to see here in New England, let me know. Let me know what you guys would like to see. I'm going to be here for a little bit. I'm actually heading out of New England on the 6th, but that doesn't mean that my road trip is done. I've actually got something that I'll be doing. A couple of things I'll be doing. I won't be making it back to Fort Wayne until Friday, I believe. And that's the first week of November. First full week of November. And I'm gonna have to get more steps in because I gotta come back around and do all my still shots. Okay. Hey Dylan, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you for joining today. See, where's my battery pack at? All my battery packs got drained at Hinsdale, and I haven't had a chance to recharge them yet. And my phone was on the verge of dying, so I tried to charge them as much as I could in my car. Now this one's got a whole school up to it. Let's walk around this way. Like I said, guys, we are going for a walk today. We are getting our steps in. Whoop. And hopefully I don't face plant as I talk and walk. It's a Monday. I'm sorry to hear that, Dylan. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Hitting my first location on my Halloween special after being at Hinsdale all weekend. Now, could you imagine working in one of these offices, like one of the buildings? I don't think this one's been turned into one. But could you imagine working in a building for the city and out of nowhere you start hearing crying? Wow, this building's huge. You guys, this building is like really, really. What the hell is this one? Fences down there. Let's see. Okay, this one actually, what does it say? It's actually got something above the door. I will, Jeff. I'll message you later. Love you, my friend. No, they're not now. Okay, this one is the Cochran House. Holy cow, you guys. This one's ridiculous. It's like they even like tried to barricade the doors with like dirt and stuff. You can see where they had columns. I wonder where those columns went. Trying to figure out which way I want to go. We'll just continue the loop, I guess. Hey Kyle, how are you? I am in Newton, Connecticut right now at the Fairfield Hills State Hospital. And we got somebody who's gonna give us some, okay, they've got, see how I told you like they put fields in? I'm gonna have to drive around these buildings to get all my still shots. Kyle, how's your day going? I know you've been running like a chicken with your head cut off. Alright guys, sorry, we're gonna have to walk back this way. Too bad I can't just walk through the building to the other side. It's absolutely gorgeous here though. And the weather is phenomenal. I know I said I'd go big or go home, and I figured this would be a great start to my trip because you guys know I love asylums, sanatoriums, hospitals. You know that those are like my jam. They're like my favorites to do. But I think I underestimated how big the square footage is that I'd have to be walking today. And I got to make sure that I'm back in time because I'm on at 8 o'clock Central, or not Central, sorry, 8 o'clock Eastern. Getting my time zones all screwed up, you guys. I am going to be on the Old World Paranormal Society's podcast talking to Nick and Sean. I highly suggest you guys go there because I do believe we are going to be talking about my experiences at Hinsdale, not just my road tripping. So you're definitely going to want to tune in if you want to know about my experiences and what I personally went through with my moment in hell at Hinsdale. Yeah, definitely gonna have to drive to get so I can get my stills. Look at the columns though. Like that house over there is just gorgeous. They've got like a little mini basketball court over here to my right, but I'm not gonna show it because there are some kids over there playing. And I will always be respectful of other people unless they say I can put them on camera. Okay, so we're back over here with this one. And I know that there's a few more that way, but like I said, those are newer built facilities. Now, for anyone new who has now joined, I'm at Fairfield Hills State Hospital, which was a psychiatric hospital. It opened in 1931, was closed in 1995. It was known for psychosurgeries, hydroshock. It even did front lobal lobotomies. Yeah, you can see like with doors where they're using dirt and stuff and rocks to keep people from going in. No, I'm just curious. We're just gonna look. See if we can find any more windows that are close that are busted. Okay, this one isn't busted. I don't know if I can see in. Okay, I'm gonna walk around the back of this one up here because there's one that butts up behind it over there. Now, my guess is like with the wings that have the open with the glass, those are typically sunrooms. And if they did treat, and I think that they did treat tuberculosis patients here, they always believed that the sun and the fresh air was a great source for helping the patients get better. I could be wrong. I really wish I could zoom in on my camera so I could like look into because there's no way I'm gonna be able to see in that one. But there's the new complex that was built. You can see that there's another building back there, another one diagonal in between the two buildings. There's this one. This one is in use, I believe. But one thing I am noticing here, so if you are local to the area, I think it's really cool. It looks like they've got a lot of stuff that they do here for kids and for families. Um, at each intersection, I will show you guys next time I walk by one. Each intersection, they are doing things for children. But I love the fact that they've saved the buildings, they've saved the property. Some of the buildings have been able to be repurposed. See, that one's in use. Now, I did have a message just drop down. Somebody asked about why I'm giving the same little bit of information with the history, and I haven't fully elaborated on it. I'm not going to give the full history because I want to encourage people to look it up themselves. I want to encourage you to come here, especially with this being a park. Like, yeah, there's buildings that the Newton is using, but there's a lot of like activities. There's a lot of park. Like they've turned this into a park. Like right there's the soccer field. I'm parked over here, so you got the soccer field there. Now this one, try not to show any other car but my own. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to drive around to get my still shots on this location. See Newton Municipal Center. Here, I'll show you guys something real cool. So here's my car. Look at my license plate. Can you figure it out? So what I'm trying to do with my historically haunted road trips, with the paranormal road trip and with Bree, my main goal is to encourage you guys to come out and take a look at these places. Go and experience. Come out and do. Go and have fun. Don't just make your bucket list, but actually knock stuff off. Like, I'll be honest, right in front of this building, the filling is really heavy. You can see that there's cupolas that have fallen off the buildings that they've put behind the fence. And like, look, like the facade, like you can see the insulation coming out of the building. Yeah, this building, it's really hard to breathe around. Like, I would be real interested to come back here, like when there's not people mowing the grass, when there's not a lot of foot traffic, when there's not a lot of cars driving around, and just sit and listen. Because one of the reports is the screaming, is the wailing, the crying, apparitions in the windows. Let's see. Let's on. Like, I know this building is massive. Hey, there's Sean. What's up? Mr. Bump in the Night himself. Check it out. You're on location. But man, this is a location that, man, like, it's just, this is almost every paranormal investigator's dream right here, to get into a place like this. See, the breathing, it almost feels like it's getting harder to breathe the farther back I go this way. And my battery pack is officially dead. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to have with you guys. I'll definitely have to charge my phone so I can get my still shots. No, it does look like Molly Stark, doesn't it? I'm actually in Connecticut right now, Sean. I'm doing my Halloween special, my 3-week trip. And today's my first day actually doing locations now in New England. And I am at Fairfield Hills State Hospital. This place is just freaking huge. And I've already walked around like 5 or 6 buildings, if not more. Yeah, that's kind of why I wasn't with you guys on Saturday. Well, Saturday I started the trip with Hinsdale. But that's why I didn't go with Nick to Monroe. And I find it real interesting, like certain points of entry, like they keep using like mounds of dirt, rock, cement. I haven't seen other locations do that to keep people out. I want to point my phone in that window so bad. So as you can see, they've got the soccer field right out here. There's baseball diamonds. Yeah, I would love to come out with you guys sometime. Let me know what you guys are up to. I'm sure I won't have to twist Nick's arm on it. I know he had a blast on Saturday with you guys. All right, let me walk out a little bit farther. Okay, so you've got 3 stories plus your basement, and they had tunnels too. I wasn't able to find how big the tunnels were. The only mention of the tunnels that I was able to find was that the tunnels were in 2009 is when Newton started the sealing and demolition of the tunnels that ran the full 770 acres of this complex. See, like, you can like see where it's like the whole outside on certain parts are just like falling out. Like you can see the insulation, and my phone won't focus. Yeah, my phone cannot focus in that middle part. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Oh, Nicole, I don't get to go urban exploring on this though. This is Newton's municipal buildings that they bought. They've at least saved the buildings. It'd be interesting to see if they plan on, like, there's so much that could be done instead of just like this one is literally rotting. Like you can see the doors are gone, the insulation's coming out the middle. Now my phone will focus. That's weird. Okay, yeah, now it's focusing. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I hope you're feeling better. Love you, girl. Sean, if you're still there, tell Jen to get a hold of me. I got questions. I need to ask her a question. Hey, Mike, how are you? I was actually just with Mike at Hinsdale for the 3 days and 2 nights, you guys. Now, can you go in? Where? Okay. Right.
There's an opening in the fence. You can go in there. There's a bunch of openings inside there.
Really?
Yeah. Every building. If you just walk around this long enough and look, you'll see openings and doors and stuff.
Well,
Have you gone in there? Yeah.
No, I haven't. I was just walking around.
It's fun. It's good times.
Good times?
We're up here all the time. We practice. We see people going in and out all the time.
And they don't do anything with people walking in and out?
Years ago, that used to be security. They wouldn't let anybody in, but now there's people here just no screwing.
Oh, really? Well, thank you for the heads up. I greatly appreciate that.
You got it.
You're awesome. Thank you. Hey, I'm a paranormal investigator. So, awesome. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that information. Where's it? Around the corner? Around the corner there. Thank you. All right. Let's go see you guys. I'm just curious. Oh my God, you see the big crows up there? Hey Joe, what's up? So I just had the coach of the soccer team approach me asking if I've been in any of the buildings yet. And I just want to see what he was trying to point out to me. So we're walking back around right now, you guys. Okay. Where was he talking about? It's around the corner. It's right here. Is it right here? Oh, they've got a bit of a fence up now, though. But you can see where people are climbing up, like where they're pushing it in. What about... Oh, I wonder if it's this one. Well, this one's got fencing around it, too. How... Like, they even padlocked it at the bottom so you can't lift it. It's completely attached. No, you're fine, Dylan. Welcome back, honey. I just had the most amazing experience. Okay, you guys, this is something this is something to contemplate. Cause I don't know if you guys heard the full conversation. Yeah, I know, Sam. But I've also got somebody behind me walking their dog. And I would have to take off the shirt that I'm wearing. I mean, I've got my flannel. But see, they're smart. They actually like down at the bottom. And you can see where people actually rolled it down to get over. Such a pretty building. Such a huge building. Could you guys imagine getting a chance to walk in there, though? Like, that would be insane. This place is freaking massive. I mean, I doubt that the attic space would be safe, but that'd be kind of cool to get into if you could. Could you imagine? Hello. Hi, babies. Hi. Oh, you're cute. You are cute. Oh, my goodness. Hi. You guys, I got a puppy. Hi, babies. You want to say hi? Say hi. Boy or girl? Boy, what's his name?
Arlo.
Arlo?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're just too cute.
Yeah, he's very friendly.
Very loving. You be a good boy. See, I told you guys. See, I can't. Like, look, they've got it wrapped with chain all the way up and down, trying to keep everybody out. Sam, I feel that all, man. I feel that to my core. I am in Connecticut right now, Joe. Connecticut is going to be my home base for the next couple weeks, and then I'm going to work my way back to Indiana. I've got a few special tricks up my sleeve for this trip. Every day I'll be hitting a different location that's historically haunted. You will get at least a minimum of one location. Stuff on my hair. Okay, that was really cool, you guys. I don't know if you heard that conversation. Open door. That building's insane. That's the only one that's actually wrapped in fencing completely, which really makes me wonder if that one's got structural issues, which by looking out the outside, when you can see the insulation coming from the inside out, I fully believe that there is structural integrity issues with this building. And to be the smart person that I try to be, I do not suggest you guys trying to get into these buildings. So, I am actually going to end my live at this point. It is 3:27. I've got, okay, so we've been live almost an hour, you guys, covering the campus as best as I can. There's buildings I didn't even show because it's just, there's so much. As you can see, you guys heard the soccer game going on. You heard me talking to the coach. There's walking trails everywhere. People come out here with their dogs, their babies. They've got stuff that they're doing for the kids. Like each lamppost is numbered, so they're doing something for Halloween, and they've got like a scarecrow. And each number, like the kids, it looks like they can grab something. So I don't know if they're preparing for something to happen or already happened, or it's something you can just do when you come. Very cool though. So if you're in the area and you want a first-hand glance, this is in Newtown. Sorry, I keep saying Newton. It's Newtown, Connecticut. I'm still highly sleep deprived, you guys. My paranormal hangover is still going strong. So I was up till 2 a.m. with the podcast last night. And I'll be honest, at the very end of the podcast, my brain like dipped and my audio cut. I got asked a question and I was like, what? I felt like an idiot. We all have those days. I warned them ahead of time, like, I'm sleep deprived. I'm going to do the best I can. So, but join me tonight. I will be on the Old World Paranormal Society podcast. I will be talking with Nick and with Sean. I don't know what all they're going to ask, but I have a feeling, and I would not be surprised if we do dip into Hinsdale and my personal experiences and my moment of hell that I went through there. So if you want more information, I did give little snippets of it yesterday. But yeah, if you want to know what went down at Hinsdale, I want them to have a chance. So join the podcast tonight. Make sure you watch it. You're not going to regret it. It's going to be a banger for sure. I'm going to jump off here, get my stills. Hopefully my battery on my phone works long enough for me to get them. I'm going to have to drive from campus to campus to get these pictures taken. And, because that was a lot of freaking walking in like an hour, you guys. I mean, I'm not complaining that I got my steps in. I needed them. But Uh, after almost falling down the stairs at Hinsdale into the basement, my legs are kind of hurting. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to try to sneak another location in after this one. And then I have to go back and get ready for the podcast tonight. So I love you guys. Mwah. Peace. Keep your eyes open. And don't forget, be like Brie. Oh, and check out Bump in the Night Society, you guys. Check them out. Give them a like. Give them a follow. Amazing people. All right. Love you guys.